Hello, I'm Tom Felton, and I'm going to be showing you around the fantastic new Harry Potter video game. Now sure, I could sit here and tell you about how they made the game, but that wouldn't be suitably magical. It would be much better if I could show you the game, wouldn't it? Well, fortunately, as this is Harry Potter, we can use a bit of movie magic to make it happen. Right, well here I am. Certainly looks like Hogwarts. Hang on, that looks like me. Now how do they do that? It's a new year at Hogwarts, and that means a new set of challenges for Harry. So what's in store for Harry and friends in his 6th year?
Our guests are here!
Well, there's a new professor.
Excellent! You have the makings of a master potion maker.
I'll make the shrinking solution for you.
Okay, thanks.
A new love interest.
Hello, Harry.
And dark forces threatening the safety of Hogwarts. And just who is this half-blood prince?
I've never heard of him. You should turn that book in.
Don't be mental. It's brilliant. All of the key plot points that people will enjoy when they go to see the film are in the game as well.
I asked you to get to know Professor Slughorn. Now, I want you to persuade him to divulge his true memory. That memory is everything.
There's just so much that happens. I think what's so nice about it is that it's really balanced. There's so much action and there's so much humour as well within the game.
Do you think Romilda would like flowers or chocolates? Ah, Romilda.
That's why I like my One so much.
You've got to get rid of her, Harry.
I thought you were going out with her.
Yeah, I am.
Think you could introduce me to your friend Granger? Wouldn't mind getting to know her on a first-name basis. Know what I mean?
There's kind of all of these dueling matches between different characters. I think it would be pretty amazing to kind of play in a game.
We need you, Harry. Dumbledore's restarted the dueling club, and we don't want Slytherin to beat us. The thing I like about the games is, you know, it gives me a chance to feel like I'm really performing the spells when you have a reaction from the screen.
Now we're going to use Stupefy on you.
You really don't want to fight me tonight.
It's really starting to take on that he is going to, at one point, meet Voldemort.
It's very fast-paced and great battle, which is, I think, pretty exciting for the fans.
It's clear that the only way Harry is going to survive this year is with your help.
The Auras have reopened all the grounds. That should be the quickest way there.
Come on then!
Let's have a peek at Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince video game and see what you'll be up to. Players now have the ability to roam around the Hogwarts grounds and explore the castle.
The only way that you can fully understand Hogwarts is by playing the video game. We've used the books and the film to connect the dots and to make those journeys across the castle.
Wandering around the castle is just so amazing, being able to see all of the rooms, all the corridors.
It's actually quite interesting and quite fun to be able to walk around Hogwarts as it really would have been in J.K. Rowling's imagination.
It's probably the most complete castle we've built yet.
Your journey through the game will have you playing as a Seeker on the Gryffindor Quidditch team, battling rivals in wizard duels, and mixing up a batch of potions using the Half-Blood Prince's potions book. And that's just scratching the surface. We've got many more surprises up our sleeves.
I think there's so much within the Half-Blood Prince that every moment within it will be so much fun to play on the game.
It just seems a lot more exciting and closer to the film than we have been before.
It really does give you a full experience of the Harry Potter world.
Now, to be the best at Quidditch, you need to be fast, fit, and nimble-fingered. In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Harry is chosen as captain of the Gryffindor Quidditch team, despite his skills becoming a little rusty over the summer break.
Maybe he's lost his edge.
Don't be dense. He's the captain.
Go on, Harry. Show them how it's done.
The rival Seeker is back and means business. Ow! That was
kind of wonderful to be able to play Quidditch again without having to actually film it and be on a broomstick and endure the pain that that involves.
I think it's great that that's back because it's such an exciting sport. It's completely unique to the films and the games.
Some of the flying and the tricks and the skills are pretty cool.
Whenever there's flying involved, I'm always quite into that. I saw what the Quidditch stand is going to look like as well. It's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it.
Harry, you've been chosen. You're Gryffindor Quidditch captain.
I knew you'd get it.
However, before you get to guide Harry to victory in the Quidditch finals, you'd better get some practice at the Burrow, with Ginny as your guide.
It's really important in Quidditch to have Ginny as the only girl, well, not the only one, but the first one, I think, just to show that it's not obviously fully a boys' game.
I'm flying as Seeker today.
Great.
We are going to win the cup.
She is actually quite a feisty kind of character, and she wants to win as much as Harry or as much as Ron. I think it's really exciting when we were doing it on set, and I'm just excited to see what it's like playing it as well.
So we know that Quidditch is a favourite of many of the fans. But how did the EA team create such an exciting game?
How can you have Potter without some good flying? There's no end to what we can do here. We have put together a setting that we can do on a stage and capture all of our flying in a very interesting way. The character sits actually on a broom that we've created that we can control every aspect. We will put someone up on top of this thing on the broom, and we're going to fly. We're going to do a dive down to the left. Okay, dive left. He will dive, and this will allow us to place it in the game where we will have flying probably the likes of which no one's seen in the game yet.
Quite physical, so it's going to be very like the movie in that respect. You're in there against other seekers and you're chasing the snitch. The snitch is blowing in his sights.
The player gets to experience all the thrills of riding on a broom, but what we want to do is make sure it doesn't seem like it's just this bit that's been added on. It feels like, oh, I'm going to the Quidditch pitch. No one's ever seen that. It's never described in any of the books. It doesn't happen in the film. And then when they get there, they get to play Quidditch. It doesn't really get any better than that, I don't think.
All very cool, I know, but nothing quite beats the feeling of the controls in your hand and getting into some serious Seeker versus Seeker action. Just you wait. If you're going to complete this game, then you'll need to be skilled in dueling. And that means you need to practice your spell casting, because you never know who your opponent will be. Dueling in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is a seriously action-packed affair.
I love dueling. It's so much fun, just throwing spells at your opponents.
What's great is that when you play that, there is a huge amount of ducking and diving, and in terms of how quick it is and how tough it gets eventually is I think, pretty exciting.
You've been invited to join the Gryffindor Dueling Club.
You should be brilliant at that. All the DA members should. Let's go and see if any of them are joining.
We have taken the concept of the dueling club, which was used in Chamber of Secrets, and used that in the video game, so we've got a lot more dueling in the game than you would naturally just have in the film. We have quite a range of spells. We've got Tego, Stupefy, Petrificus Totalis, Levi Corpus, and of course Expelliarmus, which is obviously Harry Potter's signature spell. Everyone loves that spell.
I'd love to be dueling in the game with any of the top dogs, you know. Snape is a brilliant one, I always think.
probably say Bellatrix, because she's so evil and scary, and she's got that kind of crazy laugh.
We're now a lot more experienced for developing for the Wii, so when the player plays it, they actually feel like they're engaging with the magical world. It's also enabled us to learn more of how we can get the best out of traditional controllers as well.
I had a little go on the dueling, and yeah, I was actually getting quite good with it. It's quite easy to pick it up, really.
We need the player to get in and play very quickly and understand the game.
There's absolutely no button pressing. It's all done on your joysticks. Or you take your Wiimote and you're just kind of flinging off your stupefies. That's your absolute most basic move.
If you think dueling is fun in single-player mode, just wait till you try 2 players. That's when the action really heats up, and kids of all ages get really competitive.
I duelled with Tom Felton, and I beat him 3 times.
I'm sure that someone taught him some moves that I didn't know, so here I was sort of flapping my arms about endlessly, and he was just doing a little side thing. And
you swish down to the left, and it kept like taking half his life, and then another half, and then that was it. So
there will be a rematch, mark my words. Couple of billywig bits, dried nettles, crushed snake fangs, a sprinkle or 2 of wolfsbane, and the porcupine quills. Oh no. Thing is, if you're going to become a potions master, then you're going to have to do a lot of mixing. And here's how you do it. Properly.
Time and potions wait for no man.
Whipping up the right potion at the right time is essential to progressing in the game, and it's a load of fun.
Open up your books and let's get busy with our wit-sharpening potion.
Because potions are obviously so important to the plot in this film, you can pour the ingredients in yourself and you can stir them and fan the flames underneath the cauldron.
You had to wave all the fire up and mix it around. I did it really well the first time, but the second time I failed the task.
I told you to make it go pink.
The kind of concocting of all these different things, I think that's brilliant fodder for a game.
So, what's the secret ingredient for mixing up this kind of fun?
We wanted you to really feel like you are Harry and you are in the potions classroom and you're having loads of fun. And potions is all about magic and mess.
There's just so many ways we interact with the preparing and making of potions. We've got stirring as you change the colour, you can shake bottles as you pick them up, you can pour them.
If you overshake them though, you get a kind of smoke screen effect, so you have to kind of clear the smoke.
More concentration, I think.
So we're trying to make sure that there's fun, because it's all against the clock, but we don't want you to fail. We want you to sort of have gameplay even when you do something wrong.
We're using the great themes of the story in the movie to make great gameplay and great missions, especially where Ron gets given a love potion and Harry has to try and get him to the potions classroom.
On the way, of course, he's trying to chat up every object in sight, both animate and inanimate.
Imelda, that's a pretty name for a pretty witch.
If I picked a favourite potion, it would be Felix Felicis, because it's liquid luck.
I just think having that, you know, if you're kind of having a bit of a rubbish day and you could just take a little bit of Felix Felicis and everything would be transformed to go your way.
You think that would work?
Oh, yes. I have a feeling it will.
Obviously, how could anyone turn that down?
No matter which console you play the game on, you'll soon be able to pick, pour, stir, and heat your way to the perfect potion.